it's a special edition of TFC in the postseason because, unfortunately we're eliminated and not here at LCS Finals. But you know who is? 100 Thieves fans. So let's get their thoughts on what this year is going to look like from the team, what they want to see from the players, any changes at all. Let's talk to the Thieves fans themselves. What do you want from next year for 100 Thieves? Like, what are your goals? Like, what players do you want to keep?
I mean, I like all of the players. I have no issues with any of the players. Like, ideal world, we get the 2021-2022 roster back, but that's really unrealistic.
I don't think that's ever coming back, unfortunately.
Honestly, just do all right. Like, I don't know. I really like Closer. I hope they keep Closer. I really like Someday. I hope they keep Someday.
Even after the split from Closer, you have faith in him to bounce back?
I do. He just needs to learn how to play it like a third champion, and then they're so set.
But there's 3 bans in the first round.
Like, why would they waste all 3 on him?
Because it works for
it
whatever.
Does.
Unfortunately,
it does. I'm getting more flashbacks to first split playoffs when they finally learned to ban Viego and Lee Sin, and I was like, oh shit, they got us. Maybe a 4th champion. Maybe Closer learns a 4th champion. That's what I want next year.
He's got
a
6
4th
months.
one.
It could happen. How long have you been a 100 Thieves fan for?
As long as since it's been created back in 2018 or something. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah, I was a big Nate fan. Like, I watch all his vlogs. I saw he made a team. I watched his team in like the Black Ops 3 when he had a team there.
The old prison cell jerseys.
Yeah, didn't go out so well. Then he had the league team. I barely watch any of the games on the league team. Every once in a while, and I figured I saw that they were in the finals. Yeah. I'm like, oh hell, let me go watch the finals. 3-0.
Yeah.
And then 2019 is when I actually started getting into league. I started actually playing it back in like 2020 when I actually got a new computer that actually can run it.
Yeah.
But
what are you hoping to see from the players, from the org next year? Is there anybody that you want to see come in?
Oh, I'd love to see JoJo or Inspired come in. I don't know if Inspired wants to come back to NA or go back to EU, but JoJo Inspired. I feel bad for Quid to see him leave after joining us for just a couple of weeks. But JoJo Inspired, man, I couldn't dream for anything more.
Gotcha. And who's your favorite person besides Nate Shot within 100 Thieves?
It's got to be Kenny on the God team.
Okay.
Yeah, but he left, so I got to go with Octane.
Okay. Very nice. He's still a content creator, even though he's retired, so that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't worry. We're about to turn that frown upside down. I know you're sad, but even if you're a Double It fan, assuming the 100 Thieves keeps Double It, what do you want to see from 100 Thieves next year? What will bring a smile to your face if 100 Thieves does?
Sticking with the roster for a full year. That would be probably the nicest thing, regardless of the roster. Like, we could not swap out a mid laner halfway through the split, have him arrive late.
Although, to be fair, Bjergsen retired on us.
He did. Also, let's get better agreements with the players so Bjergsen doesn't dip out halfway through, whether that's like internal or whatever. But
apparently, he actually. So from what I heard, he just wanted to legitimately retire. There was no agreement. There was no nothing that would have made a difference at all. In that.
Gotta respect the GOAT's wishes, but damn if it didn't hurt to see him go.
What about top lane? Like, if Sniper were to come in over Sunday, are you fine with it?
I'm okay with it. I think it's kind of silly to bring back Someday and then not stick with him after you induct him into the Hall of Fame and all of that, and then he's not going to play except for the year.
I will say they did get him cheap from Evil Geniuses, so it's one of those where, like, now going into next year, I think Someday might go do his military service as well.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like, there are other factors that
I've been finding. I mean, General Sniper. God, he's what? How old is he at this point?
17. He's gonna be just old enough to get into the league. That's
he was challenger at age 13.
Yeah, that whole family it's the
Viper.
It's the Manning family of League of Legends.
Yeah,
like just every
insane.
kid, barring like one maybe, is
that would
phenomenal.
Be incredible to see, of course. So.
Do you have faith though? Like if we go with Sniper, after what happened with Tenacity this year?
Yeah, I mean, can we play Aurelia top? Like, are they gonna ban that out every game, or are we gonna let him play his picks? Like, it depends on what Coach Kane and Double decide on, I guess, if they stay. So.
That's a good call.
We'll see.
Going into next year, the only thing that we have set is that Quid is technically on contract until 2024. If you had your say, how would you structure 100 Thieves going into 2024?
I mean, I feel like it might be, I was just talking to my wife about it, but I feel like it might be something that people wouldn't like, but I think that if JoJo comes up, I don't know if he's free agent or not.
He's not, but EG might sell him.
Yeah, I think that could be a big play for us. NA mid, he's got swag.
Who would you build around him, assuming you got JoJo?
I don't know. I think, unfortunately for Closer, it's like he can only play one type of jungle. So I just think maybe we keep Busio and get. I think Sniper comes up next year, right?
Yep.
So I think maybe that could be just the building blocks, and then just kind of throw some cheaper options in other spots.
Are you excited about Sniper, given what happened with Tenacity this past year?
I am. I mean, I haven't followed him like a lot throughout his career so far, but I've seen him play, and he's pretty insane. So hopefully he can just bring some of that outplay potential.
Final thing I got for you. Who's your favorite member of 100 Thieves that's not a player?
That's not a player? Probably John Robinson.
Okay.
Shout out Oak Boys.
I will make sure he hears that. So, what do you want out of 100 Thieves next year for the LCS?
Oh man, can I be brutally honest?
Yeah, be brutal.
I don't want. Bjergsen's great. Double Lift's great. I'm tired of it being a retirement home. I don't need to see rookies, but I would like to see something that we'll build upon for years to come, and we don't give up on if it's just a failure in the first split. I'm still upset that we got rid of a 3-time championship contending roster for a rebuild.
Fair. I will say some of them are up for contract negotiation.
For sure.
So
For sure.
if you don't want to pay that price, that's fine. But what are your thoughts on Sniper coming in? When we had Tenacity at the beginning of this year, obviously it didn't work out with him. Are you worried about bringing in another rookie potentially at the top?
I don't think anyone has as much hype as Sniper does, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. I hope he gets a shot on the main stage. NA as a whole, not just Under Thieves, needs to get that influx of core talent. You have like Blabber, who got his chance and has been performing at the top level. Some guys like Tactical have gotten their shot. Things go back and forth, so I think he deserves the shot, and I think we give him a full year, not just a split.
Fair. Final question I got for you. Who's your favorite 100 Thieves member that's not a player?
Not a player?
Not a player.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie?
Yeah, she just represents the brand in such a wholesome way.
Love it. It is hot as hell outside, so we move inside and see what 100 Thieves fans are thinking inside. So, what were you guys' thoughts on this year for 100 Thieves before I ask you about next year?
I thought Closer ended a little too hard.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him on more carry champions. And yeah, he didn't carry.
What's your thoughts?
I pretty much think the same thing, and I think they have a lot of growth. Hopefully, in the future, Busio will continue to grow and keep the synergy with his ADCs.
Is Busio your highlight for the year, or like, is there any other coming out of this year? What is one thing that you were really optimistic about, regardless of the result?
I like seeing Busio's growth, so I'm a support main as well. And I really like seeing how well Busio progressed throughout between spring and summer. I think he grew a lot as a player, and I'm really excited. I love Thresh, I love Engage champions. I'm really excited to see him on those playmaking champions.
Hopefully he gets Pike at some point.
That would be nice.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
His Pike is amazing if you've never seen it. It's really good.
That would be
so
awesome.
going into next year then, Quid's the only one on contract still. Everybody else is free agents. If you were GM, how would you build 100 Thieves?
That's a good question. I'm a Double F fanboy, huge Double F fanboy, but I think he and Busio did pretty well throughout the entire split.
Yeah.
I don't really think that there were a lot of issues with them. As far as consistency and performance, I really feel like the top half of the map really didn't perform too well, and that's kind of what made everything fall apart in most games.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I like Closer. I think he's really good, but if he played like he used to, I think keeping Closer would be great. And then maybe just more of a carry-oriented top laner that'd be able to someday used to be good, I feel like. But I don't know, the one split in retirement, I feel like he didn't carry as hard as he used to be able to.
Would Sniper coming in change that?
I have no clue who Sniper is.
So
definite maybe.
He's a 17-year-old phenom who 100 Thieves have had for about 2 years now.
Then probably.
He's supposedly going to be the next Project Town. He's the younger brother of Viper, who used to be on FlyQuest.
Oh, shit!
Wow.
And he hit Challenger at 13. And
Oh,
then
yeah, definitely.
His younger brother, Crimson, so there's 3 of them, all hit Challenger. Their younger brother, I think, hit it at 12 or something.
Wow.
Do you follow football at all?
I don't.
I liken it to the Peyton Mannings of
Okay.
esports in terms of their family.
I definitely would like to see that then, because I was a big fan of Viper
Absolutely.
when he was in the LCS.
Okay, then you would like that as well. What do you think?
I'd love to see Quid continue to grow. I think he's got all the mechanics And once that language barrier comes down a little bit more, I think he's going to be an absolute star in the mid lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Outside of the players, who's your favorite person on 100 Thieves?
Nate Shot.
Yeah.
I've actually versed him back in the day in a few COD tournaments.
Wait, you played COD?
Black Ops 2 was my favorite, and I used to verse him a lot in even just like ranked or Newegg WAN Fest.
Okay.
Like back
so
in
wait,
2012.
is 100 Thieves your COD team then as well, or are you an
Yeah.
OG Optic fan?
Ooh.
I like Nate Shot a lot, so I switched. I followed
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
Fair.
And I love Courage.
I mean, Courage is on Optic too, for that matter.
Yeah. I've been following him and watching him on all platforms since he was playing the Fortnite days and all of that.
The
Love
OG
the
Courage
content.
fans remember the Bot World League back when he was
Oh, yeah.
casting Black Ops 3, like
Yep.
way back when? Oh, good times. Thank you guys so much. Anything you want to say about 100 Thieves? Parting thoughts on the year, parting thoughts on anything?
Double Lift,
Let's
I
see
love you.
Next year.
I love this sign so much.
I know.
That is great.
Thank you.
So I might have a familiar face for some 100 Thieves fans. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Wixie. I played on 100 Thieves Academy like a year and a half ago or so. Nice to meet you.
Who do you play for now?
I was playing on Immortals recently, but I just came back from a Korea trip, just
Okay.
grinding over there.
And what role do you play?
I play 80 carry, yeah.
Okay, so going into next year for 100 Thieves, the only person left on contract is Quid. Would you be up for playing for 100 Thieves next year?
Of course. I mean, if given the opportunity, you know, I'd love it. I'd love to run it back with Busio. He's a great guy,
Okay.
great kid, super great. And I think, yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna make some changes. We'll see what happens. Like, the performance wasn't the best this time around, but I think for sure they'll do better next time.
If you had to build a 100 Thieves roster, excluding yourself, so you're not allowed on the team, but if you had to build the roster in your GM way, how would you do it?
I mean, I'd love them to keep Someday. I think Someday is like super great. I think I would hope like maybe there'd be a mid lane change. Like Quid didn't really live up to the expectations I thought he would, but
Okay.
it's fair to give him another chance. I think Busio's still got a lot in him, so I'd like to see him still. And for jungle, honestly, I think Closer's still pretty good. Like,
Even after this past split?
yeah, I think I'd still I want to see some more of Closer.
Okay.
He's just such a staple for 100 Thieves, and I think like, you know, if things could change, maybe in mid jungle,
Yeah.
we'll see what he can do. I think he still has a lot in him.
Who is your favorite member of 100 Thieves that's not a player?
That's not a player.
Your favorite person in 100 Thieves as a whole?
Chimera, the analyst.
Yeah.
Do you know that guy? He's
Yeah.
such a nice guy. He's a great guy. He's funny. I love Jungle Juice too. That guy's like the manager. He's super hilarious, super chill.
Okay.
Those are my two favorite people. Yeah.
Dang. Any final thoughts on 100 Thieves for this year at all? Like, what should 100 Thieves fans be optimistic about going into next year?
I have hope that they have like a lot of like pieces, very strong pieces that
Yeah.
are going to be really good in the upcoming years. And I think as long as they get a roster that can like work together pretty well, I can see them going like top 2 for sure.
You are very well spoken, my friend. Now, in honor of this entire year wrapping up, I feel it's only appropriate to do something. For those that don't know, Emily and I moved to Jersey about 5 days ago. We're now in Jersey City. We still obviously are like working Manhattan and everything else, but in honor of the TFC finale, let's do something a little bit special. I still maintain my view that when I am in New York City, I will never eat Subway ever again. I'm like 4 years clean on it, but now that we're out in Jersey and we're back in the suburbs, let's reward the content partner, the people that have made all of the sponsorship activations for League of Legends this year and 100 Thieves possible. Let's get ourselves a foot-long sub from Subway. Can I get a steak and cheese on Italian urban cheese? Was that? Foot-long, please. American, please. The most underrated part of Subway is the Fuse Raspberry Iced Tea. If you've never had it, get it. It is like the best raspberry iced tea of any like brand company, better than Brisk, better than literally anybody else. So that is it for TFC, even the special edition, the split. If there's anything else that comes out for 2023, I'll let you know. Otherwise, it's probably just going to be roster rumors and what we start hearing towards the end of this year, but that'll officially kick off like the 2024 season. The same way that like, you know, the 2011, 2012 school year is technically both years. Regardless, nevertheless, thank you to 100 Thieves for a very fun year. We might not have gotten the results that we wanted, but we got a good partner, we got good content, and you know what? That's part of being a fan. The low light or the low moments make the high moments even better. So cheers to next season. friend. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
It's nice to meet you too.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.
Cheers, buddy.
I love your sleeve.
Cheers,
That's
man.
incredible. The Gengar is sweet. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Have a good one. All right, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Saw you last year.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
of course.
much.